So the first question of the day based on the last unit, government intervention unit. So for 5 marks, question says discuss the different ways in which the government can intervene in the free market for welfare of the consumers and society in general and its relative merits. So for 5 marks, the question is asking you the different ways in which government can intervene in the free market for welfare of consumers and society in general as well as its relative merits. So start attempting it for 5 marks. So we have already discussed this basically when we were doing this unit discussion that how government can intervene. So you have to give me only the technical keywords which you feel we have already discussed. Don't give me layman terms language, that won't be accepted in your exam. So focus on the key points discussed and accordingly check the different ways in which government can intervene in the free market. And try to be quick. So attendance is very poor in today's session, maybe because of New Year or what, but we need to wrap up our unit before we commence with next unit. So be responsive guys, quickly attempt 2 to 3 more minutes for this question. So guys, let's start discussing. So what are the different ways in which government can intervene in the free market for the welfare of the consumers and for the society in general and its merits. So सबसे पहला तरीका is जो हमने discuss किया है कि government price controls levy कर सकती है. So one keyword that should be there in your answer is price controls. So government can ask the firm to charge a price which is at a socially optimum level. This can help to prevent exploitation of consumers. The government can have price floors, price ceilings. Price floor से क्या होगा? It could cause government to buy up excess supply which is expensive and it is at the cost of taxpayers' money. So price controls में you need to mention about price floors. You need to mention about price ceilings as well. ठीक है. और क्या गवर्नमेंट कर सकती है अपार्ट फ्रॉम प्राइस कंट्रोल? गवर्नमेंट कैन यूज इट्स रिसोर्सेज इन डेवलपिंग पॉलिसी फॉर द मार्केट व्हिच मैक्सिमाइजेस बेनिफिट्स rather than market forces taking their course. You can use civil servants, economists, lawyers, other technocrats in developing policy for the benefit of the market. You can so using resources for benefit of market. So आपको price controls can give you 2 marks as well. Government can have more information about say compared to individuals and firms combined. So government may be in a better decision to protect consumer welfare. For example, if government knows कि some pandemic is about to come, so it can manage the resources, for example increasing the production, reducing the price of life saving drugs. This is how government can intervene in the market. So because of having more information, maybe government can focus on increasing production, maybe government can focus on reducing price of the drugs. ठीक है. Government can alter the taxes to correct the regional imbalances in the country. इससे congestion कम होगा, pollution कम होगा, automatically it will lead to lower social costs as well. So government can alter taxes and with एक ही aim के साथ आपको alter करना है that we have to correct regional imbalance in the country. So any other answer from any of you? Sakina says government can impose price controls, regulate prices so that consumers are not exploited, can impose taxes on producers, also subsidies, rules and regulations. Okay, at least the direction of thinking is correct, Sakina. Saksham, restricting anti-competitive policies, if any, by market dominant producers or merging policies, imposing legislature and regulation, imposing taxes and subsidies. Direction is fine. Government can set price ceiling, lakshay, price floors, indirect tax and subsidy, public goods, private can also set rules and regulation. ठीक है, मतलब तीनों answers that I have received, the direction of thinking is fine. We just need to refine the answer as per the standard which is required. Moving on to the next question now. Okay, so next question. Question 28. Suggest the ways in which government could regulate monopolies and oligopolies. So now it's only focusing on one important thing, that is how can government regulate monopolies and oligopolies. Again this is already discussed, so only the bookwork language would be accepted. Start attempting next 5 minutes. Guys, let's discuss. So what are the different ways in which government can regulate monopolies and oligopolies? So government can control the level of output. For example, government can only demand that socially optimum level is produced. So this is one way of regulating monopoly or oligopoly, that is controlling output. So controlling output के लिए you are making sure that only the socially optimum level is produced. We can have a control on the prices, setting a maximum price कि monopolist would then choose to produce a social optimum level. You are breaking up monopolies or you are making up monopolies illegal, maybe setting a rule like this, that can also help to control. So making monopolies illegal. और हम क्या कर सकते हैं, we are allowing monopolies but we are taxing them heavily and using the taxes to pay redistributive benefits. So taxing heavily, and जो भी tax raise होता है that we are using to redistribute, or maybe we are preventing mergers that can lead to monopolies. So preventing mergers leading to monopolies. We can do this also, we can nationalize the monopoly so that it can be run in the public interest. So again this is all these things we have already discussed. So nationalizing the monopoly so that it can be run in the public interest. So answers that I have received from your side is Vanshika says price regulation, merger control, anti-competition laws. Specific things still missing, Vanshika, not a correct answer. Tanvi says government regulates monopolies and oligopolies through price control, regulate profits, public ownership, consumer protection laws. Still better, but more refinement is required. Sakina says imposing laws to increase R&D development incentives by penalizing them on practice of anti-competitive practices, make them pay compensation to affected players in the market. Saksham, price control कैसे मिस कर सकते हो? प्राइस कंट्रोल और कंट्रोलिंग आउटपुट, ये तो दो हर बार आपका आएगा ही आएगा. वी हैव टू मेक श्योर कि मोनोपोली और इलिकोपोली को हम ये रेगुलेट कर रहे हैं कि वो सोशली ऑप्टिमम लेवल पे प्रोड्यूस करें और हम उनका मैक्सिमम प्राइस की लिमिट भी सेट कर रहे हैं. उसके बाद हम कुछ R&D वगैरह लिखेंगे. आप लोग क्या कर रहे हो? आप R&D को पहले टारगेट करो. पहला कंट्रोल है कि हमें मोनोपोली को प्रिवेंट करना है, हमने मर्जर्स को प्रिवेंट करना है, हमने मोनोपोली को नेशनलाइज कर दो ताकि वो पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट पे चले, या फिर आप मोनोपोली को टैक्स हेविली करो. सब्सिडी आप लिख रहे हो, उससे कुछ नहीं होगा. So try to be bit more descriptive in terms of what you want to say. तो अभी मुझे क्या इशू लग रहा है कि you guys have not learned the content. तो अभी इशू is not about the understanding because आपकी डायरेक्शन अप्रोच ठीक है, बस जो कीवर्ड्स हैं आंसर्स में वो मिसिंग है. वो तभी आएंगे जब आप चीज़ें याद करोगे. तो जो चीज़ें याद करने वाली हैं वो चीज़ें याद करनी पड़ेंगी. सो इसीलिए मैं बुक वर्क क्वेश्चन उठा रही हूँ ताकि आप लोगों को ये समझ में आए कि every time it's not only the content understanding that will help you, you should know how we have to apply the content as well. Moving on to the next question now. Question था how can government regulate monopolies and oligopolies? Okay, now next question. Explain what is meant by Pareto optimum or socially efficient level of output and explain the condition for Pareto optimality. Explain whether or not monopolist produces at Pareto optimum level. Explain characteristics of a merit good. Give 4 examples of merit goods and explain why that good is considered as a merit good. What are the ways government can regulate? You can skip this. We have already discussed this. So question 35, first 3 parts, start attempting. 9 marks, 10 minutes time, start attempting. 7 to 8 more minutes. Guys, 5 to 6 more minutes. Do answer all the 3 parts. Guys, we are discussing in next 2 to 3 minutes. Again, this is from your core reading. So you can see the trend basically of this chapter, that if you know the core reading well, when I say the core reading, I don't mean that you have to go through the book and you have to learn the points. What I mean to say is that if you know the content well of these chapters, of especially of this chapter now, so it's basically more of direct book work. इतनी चीज़ें समझनी मुश्किल है, but एक बार इस chapter के आपको अगर चीज़ें समझ में आ जाएं, तो you can easily do the questions. So अब ये question is again completely textbook oriented question, no application style. They have lot of things to ask in application when we come to the macro portion. तो इसलिए I need to wrap up this micro fast ताकि because next session में Zoom वाला जो Friday को class है उसमें we will be having only Zoom session for MCQs and जो weekend वाली class है उसमें हमें macro start करना ही करना, otherwise we will be running late. तो नेक्स्ट वीक तक आपके पास माइक्रो रैप अप करने का अपना टाइम है और मोस्ट ऑफ यू आर नॉट वाचिंग पास्ट पेपर्स लेक्चर्स. आप लोगों के पास मेल्स भी आ रही होंगी दैट यू आर नॉट वाचिंग योर रिस्पेक्टिव, यू आर नॉट कंप्लीटिंग योर रिस्पेक्टिव टारगेट्स. तो डू चेक दीज लेक्चर्स आर फॉर यू गाइज ओनली बिकॉज although we are doing each and everything in the live sessions, but still there are more questions that are already there in the lectures. So do make sure that you are watching each and every lecture which is uploaded. मतलब जब आप मेरे से फ्राइडे को मिलोगे फॉर MCQs डिस्कशन, तो उस पॉइंट तक आपके माइक्रो के सारे लेक्चर्स जितने भी आपके पोर्टल पे हैं सब वॉच हुए होने चाहिए. Okay, then let's start discussing a good question from exam perspective, likely to be asked in both II as well as IFO exam. ठीक है, तो डिस्कस करना स्टार्ट करते हैं. अब क्वेश्चन कह रहे देखो, what is meant by Pareto optimum or socially efficient level of output and explain the condition. So Pareto optimum हमने डिस्कस किया हुआ है वो आउटपुट का लेवल at which it is impossible to make anyone better off without making someone else worse off. तो ये exact definition if it is there in your answer, it will fetch you 1 mark. एंड हमें पता है सोशली एफिशिएंट लेवल ऑफ आउटपुट कहाँ पर आता है, बेसिकली वेयर MSB इज इक्वल टू MSC, मार्जिनल सोशल बेनिफिट इज इक्वल टू मार्जिनल सोशल कॉस्ट. तो वी हैव आवर पैरेटो ऑप्टिमम आउटपुट लेवल. नाउ MSB कैसे हम निकालते हैं, बेसिकली वी हैव मार्जिनल प्राइवेट बेनिफिट प्लस मार्जिनल एक्सटर्नल बेनिफिट. सो if you are assuming that marginal external benefit is constant, तो MSB curve will slope downward. आपको हर चीज एक्सप्लेन करनी होगी कि MSB का क्या मतलब है, MPB क्या है, MEB क्या है. MSC is basically what MPC plus marginal external cost. So again assuming that marginal external cost is constant, तो MSC curve हमारा J shaped ऐसे बन के आता है. So as long as MSB is exceeding MSC, the social welfare can be increased by increasing output by an additional unit. So Pareto optimum output level occurs where this MSC, we can say rising MSC words पे focus करो. आपको पता है आपका MSC rise कर रहा है और MSB fall कर रहा है. So where this rising MSC cuts the falling MSB curve, so we have our Pareto optimum at that particular level. So let me check for this part that what you guys have answered. So Tanvi says Pareto optimum refers to a situation where resources are used in the best possible way so that no one can be made better off without making else worse off. Okay, fine. Saksham says Pareto optimum refers to a situation in which every optimum decision have been made and thus it's impossible to take any decision that has been without affecting other. It is achieved at the position where MSB is equal to MSC. अब आपको पता है कि आपको 4 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन है, तो सिर्फ अगर आप ये डेफिनेशन लिखोगे और सिर्फ ये लिखोगे MSC is equal to MSB, इसके सिर्फ डेट नंबर है. Rest का marks is for explaining MSB composition, for explaining MSB and then telling कि what happens if MSB is exceeding MSB and finally Pareto optimum is occurring where rising MSC cuts the falling MSB. तो आप डायरेक्ट बुक वर्क भी अभी ठीक से अटेम्प्ट नहीं कर पा रहे हो. Lakshya says Pareto optimum means as a result of production or consumption, one person can be better off without making anyone else better off. So, language use is not as per the content or the co-reading language, need to refine the language used. Sakina says Pareto optimality means that there is best allocation and resources are not unused or wasted. Again Sakina, language आपकी बहुत बड़ा barrier है theory subjects में. आप लोगों को लगेगा that what we are answering is completely fine, but as an examiner I may not approve your point and वहाँ पर आप lag पीछे जाना start हो जाओगे compared to well prepared students. So it's high time to understand this thing. अभी तक जो हमने चैप्टर्स करे ना, हमने डिमांड सप्लाई के चैप्टर्स करे, उसमें से बुक में से कुछ नहीं होता, एक बार चीजें समझनी होती है, उसके बाद आप अपनी लैंग्वेज में लिखोगे, न्यूमेरिकल क्वेश्चंस करोगे. मोनोपोली और ओलिगोपोली में कुछ कुछ डेफिनेटली कंटेंट इंपॉर्टेंट है, रेस्ट अगेन ऑल अंडरस्टैंडिंग, गेम थ्योरी पूरा अंडरस्टैंडिंग के बेस है. ये एक ऐसा चैप्टर है जो सोनली एंड सोनली लैंग्वेज इज वेरी सिग्निफिकेंट इन टर्म्स ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट वी आर सपोज्ड टू राइट. सो यू गाइस आर कमिटिंग मिस्टेक्स इन दिस चैप्टर. Vanshika, Pareto optimality refers to situation of MSB equal MSc. Pareto optimality exists where all possible Pareto improvements have been made. Hence, it's a result of changes. आप लोग क्या कर रहे हो? आप मुझे उठा के जॉन स्लोमैन की लैंग्वेज दे रहे हो, वो नहीं एक्सेप्टेबल है. You have to be very very clear कि what you are supposed to write. This will not segregate you from a well prepared student. The way of writing is another hurdle of clearing IFO exams. आई एग्जाम में थोड़ा सा एक बेनिफिट हमारे पास होता है कि अगर हम आई में लेमन लैंग्वेज यूज करते हैं या कुछ कुछ नॉन टेक्निकल लैंग्वेज भी यूज करते हैं तो एग्जामिनर एक्सेप्ट कर लेता है. बट आई एम टेलिंग दिस फॉर IFO स्टूडेंट्स, यू विल लूज इफ यू आर राइटिंग इन योर ओन वर्ड्स. अभी तो ये CP2, आप जब तक हायर सब्जेक्ट्स में पहुंचोगे आपको तब समझ ही नहीं आएगा कि मेरा पेपर क्यों नहीं क्लियर हो रहा. Because in terms of understanding the content it's fine, but when it comes to actually writing we are not able to write, and this is where most of the students struggle. So struggle is not in terms of understanding the question तो समझ आ जाता है. Struggle is how to write, and we have to understand कि what's priority for an examiner and what is not. Now moving on to the second part, explain whether or not monopolist producers. हमें पता है बेसिकली अगर मैं ये आपसे बोलूं कि कोई भी एक्सटर्नैलिटीज नहीं है तो पैरेटो ऑप्टिमम लेवल ऑफ आउटपुट कहाँ पे आता है? वेयर प्राइवेट कॉस्ट इज इक्वल टू मार्जिनल प्राइवेट बेनिफिट, और वी कैन से कि जो मेरी कॉस्ट है दैट इज इक्वल टू द प्राइस. सो मोनोपोलिस्ट में हम ये कह रहे हैं कि मोनोपोलिस्ट कहाँ पे प्रोड्यूस करता है? बेसिकली वेयर MC इज इक्वल टू MR, और मोनोपोलिस्ट में हमें पता है कि मेरा AR कर्व इज ग्रेटर देन MR कर्व. तो मतलब प्रोडक्शन बेसिकली हो कहाँ पे रही है? वेयर P इज ग्रेटर देन MC. सो दिस डेफिनेटली इज लेस देन पैरेटो ऑप्टिमम. आपको ये नहीं बोलना कि यस मोनोपोलिस्ट इज नॉट प्रोड्यूसिंग, आपको रीजन बताने हैं. ये कॉन्सेप्ट समझो. मोनोपोलिस्ट प्रोड्यूस करता है MC MR पे. परफेक्ट कंपटीशन में MC इज इक्वल टू MR, ठीक है, मतलब सॉरी, प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमाइजिंग लेवल ऑफ आउटपुट इज MC इक्वल टू MR. परफेक्ट कंपटीशन में MR इज इक्वल टू AR. तो प्रोडक्शन कहाँ पे होती है? MC इज इक्वल टू AR. AR इज व्हाट? प्राइस. तो प्रोडक्शन कहाँ पे हो रही है? P इज इक्वल टू MC, which if there are no externalities it's a Pareto optimum level. Private cost equal to marginal private benefit or price or average revenue. But in monopolist AR is greater than MR. So if AR is greater than MR and production is where MC is equal to MR, that means it's occurring where P is greater than MC. So definitely it is less than Pareto optimum. So monopolist can produce at socially optimum level अगर it is required by government regulations basically to abandon its profit maximization, और वहाँ पे आप produce करो जहाँ पे price is getting equal to marginal cost. So Tanvi says monopolist does not produce because it produces where MR is equal to MC and not when P is equal to MC. Saksham, monopolist does not produce at Pareto optimum as it start producing at MC equal to MR. Also price is greater than MC. This results in deadweight loss. Merit good refers to explanation missing. Saksham. Lakshay, monopolist does not produce on Pareto optimum as the price is greater than MC, but in Pareto it is price is equal to MC. Still fine. Sakina, no, monopolist does not produce. They have a portion of deadweight loss, or prices are higher and quantity is less. Need to explain in terms of equations. Vanshika, monopolist does not produce at Pareto optimum level as he is to maximize profits. No explanation mentioned. तो आप लोग को बहुत हरी होती है आंसर सबमिट करने की. नो यस से CB2 पेपर नहीं निकलेगा. तो देयर शुड बी रीजंस अटैच्ड फॉर द सेम. 10 नंबर आपको इस चीज के लिए नहीं मिल रहे हैं. तो जितना आप क्वेश्चन को समझोगे उतने आप बेटर आंसर कर पाओगे. बार बार मैं एक ही चीज रिपीट कर रही हूँ. पास पेपर्स लेक्चर्स अपने लिए नहीं अपलोड करें हमने. पास पेपर्स लेक्चर्स आप लोगों के लिए अपलोडेड है सो दैट यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि हाँ डिफरेंट स्टाइल ऑफ क्वेश्चंस व्हिच कैन कम फ्रॉम दीज पर्टिकुलर चैप्टर्स. And if you're not progressing with past papers lectures, then you have to, if you are doing self study of past papers, then it's your choice. But at the end what matters to me is that your answers have to be correct. So now take your studies very seriously. New year is coming. Whatever has happened, but what things that you have to understand is that I want you to work on two things simultaneously, that is content and application of that content. As of now you guys feel कि okay let's just attend the live session and we will be able to understand. जब तक content वाली classes चल रही हैं ठीक है, it's just only me speaking and if you are not answering you feel that we are studying, but actual study is not attending the session. Actual study is the time after the sessions that you give to the targets completion. When you are watching your past papers lecture, when you are doing the questions on your own, when you are pausing a video, you are doing the question, you are comparing your answer with the standard solution as if you are sitting in that live class, and then you are comparing your answer, then you are talking to yourself ki, okay what I need to improve upon. That's the real study. Just attending 1 or 1.5 hour session and if you feel that I am studying, you're just making fool of yourself. Microeconomics is already over. एक portion आपका economics का खत्म हो चुका है. उसके बाद इस level की answers acceptable नहीं है. आपके पास MCQ सेशन में अगर एक भी MCQ को आप आंसर नहीं कर पा रहे हो, so that means you have to take that thing very seriously. और जो भी मैं अभी फीडबैक दे रही हूँ that is for you guys only. So please take all the feedbacks in very positive manner. It's for your well-being only. And I can assure you that if you are focusing on the targets, if you are focusing on each and everything that we are requiring you to focus upon, आप ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता कि पेपर ना निकले. सो उस टाइम पे रिग्रेट करने से बेटर है आप आज रिग्रेट कर लो कि अच्छा मेरा ये नहीं हुआ, अब मुझे नए साल से रेजोल्यूशन लेके नई चीजें लेके आनी है, सो दैट आई कैन इम्प्रूव ऑन वॉट एवर आई हैव मिस्ड. लास्ट पार्ट ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन, explain the characteristics of a merit good. Give 4 examples of merit goods and explain why that good is considered as a merit good. So different characteristics of merit good. सबसे बड़ा characteristic merit good का क्या होता है कि the benefits are not appreciated by the user. बहुत सारे external benefits भी होते हैं, जैसे clean water है. clean water से क्या होता है, hygiene, health पे improvement आती है. private parks another type of merit good. environment improve होता है, tourist attract होते हैं. health care, जनरल लेवल ऑफ हेल्थ पॉपुलेशन का इंप्रूव होता है, प्रोडक्टिविटी बढ़ती है. एजुकेशन, वेल एजुकेटेड टेंड टू कंट्रीब्यूट मोर टू द सोसाइटी. पेंशन, सोसाइटी से बर्डन हटता है ऑफ फाइनेंसिंग रिटायरमेंट. म्यूजियम्स एजुकेशनल है, दे फोकस ऑन लोकल कल्चर, दे फोकस ऑन अट्रैक्टिंग टूरिस्ट. So merit goods are those that benefits are not appreciated by the user and they have lot of external benefits attached. Example, okay, so Tanvi says social beneficial, under consumption, lack of awareness, education, healthcare, vaccination, public library. Merit goods are good that are socially desirable but under consumed in a free market. They have positive externalities and are often provided or subsidized by the government. Seems fine, Tanvi. Saksham says these goods generally provide large external benefits and long-term merit goods are under-provided by the free market economy. As producer may produce other goods that is profitable in short term over these goods. Education, healthcare. Lakshay has given only the example but no explanation. Sakina, goods which are excludable and rival, for example, healthcare, education encourages in production of these goods. Vanshika, private goods, rivalry, excludable, production and consumption encouraged by the government itself, education, healthcare, training, pension, large external benefits. ठीक है. So this part was okay for most of you. Moving on to the next question now. Attempt question 31, 5 marks. let's discuss. So outline how a government can encourage the population to participate in healthcare schemes. तो अब क्या करे government to focus on encouraging people to avail healthcare schemes. So let me tell you what your direction should be, and post that we will discuss what you guys are writing. तो एक तो हम कैसे encourage कर सकते हैं, maybe we are making a healthcare systems available at doorstep, so that primary health centers especially at rural area, so doorstep availability एक ही option है. Or we can provide information to people for various healthcare facilities which are available to public. Yes, so free provision of healthcare to ensure that everyone is taking this provision of healthcare. That's basically direct provision.
Or the government should advertise it in the schools, especially in the village areas, so that many students are first gen literate.
Yes.
They can tell their parents.
So increase awareness maybe in schools, institutions, colleges, especially where these facilities are not available, so that they are more aware about this healthcare provision. And to make available basically the providers of healthcare facility. It's mandatory for the doctors to work in rural areas, especially during their internship, so that resources are available to people. Otherwise everyone will try to work in elite areas, and who will be working for the rural sector. So resources should be available. Making, for example, इसमें आप example दे सकते हो कि that we are making mandatory for doctors to work in rural areas in their internship period. तो free provide कर दो, या फिर हम ये भी लिख सकते हैं free की extra point, next point, subsidized provision of healthcare, reduced rate पे to ensure that people undertake healthcare facilities.
और by increasing fear about future uncertainty.
तो सबसे वो awareness के अंदर ही आ जाएगा. So subsidized provision of healthcare is another area. So section says spreading awareness by advertising and organizing workshops, providing subsidies to producers at such facilities at lower price in order to make available for every section, setting up organizations themselves to provide such services at lower level, collaborating with publicly known private international firms to launch such schemes. Good one, Saksham. Vanshika by providing financial incentives, promoting education and health, improving accessibility. जब हम health care पे बात कर रहे हैं वंशिका, तो सिर्फ और सिर्फ हम health care की बात करेंगे, हम उसमें education नहीं लाएंगे. आप awareness word use कर सकते हो, but not education. Government can use its financial tools by levying subsidies on participation, implying tax reduction only for the participants registered. Government could outreach various campaigns. प्राइमरी पॉइंट्स फिर भी मिसिंग है. जैसे आप सबसे पहले क्या आना चाहिए, फ्री में प्रोवाइड करो, सब्सिडाइज रेट्स पर प्रोवाइड करो, अवेयरनेस इंक्रीज करो. ये सब आंसर्स नहीं, आप डायरेक्टली पहले सब्सिडी पे पहुंच जाते हो या टैक्सेस पे पहुंच जाते हो, उसको थोड़ा कम करो. सकीना, मेक द स्कीम मोर अवेयर सो दैट पीपल कैन नो एंड टेक बेनिफिट ऑफ इट, एडवर्टाइज इट बाय ट्रस्टेड पीपल. हमें ऐसे आप सिर्फ ये लिख सकते हो, मे बी एडवर्टाइजमेंट बाय सेलिब्रिटीज. आप वर्ड नहीं कोट करोगे किसी भी सेलिब्रिटी का, दैट इज टू चाइल्डिश फॉर basically for exam like CB2 shows its results to people. Campaigns can be done, can keep different benefits like for low income. Again Sakina, primary points not correct, not a well answered question. हाँ, tie up with NGOs, international associations, that will work, but as a last point, not as the main point. So Tanvi says subsidies, awareness program, incentives, improve medical facilities. आप लोगों को आंसर आता है, लेकिन अप्रोच बहुत गलत है. मतलब कुछ स्टूडेंट्स जो पढ़ रहे हैं, आपको खुद ही उनके आंसर्स में सिग्निफिकेंट डिफरेंस लगेगा कंपेयर टू योर आंसर्स. पॉइंट्स बनाना और पॉइंट्स को अप्लाई करना, ओरली पॉइंट्स बनाना कि अच्छा हम ये लिख देंगे, ये लिख देंगे, लिख देंगे, और एक्चुअल में लिख के पॉइंट्स बनाने में बहुत डिफरेंस होता है. सो बहुत ज़्यादा इम्प्रूवमेंट की अभी रिक्वायरमेंट है, स्पेशली जिनका मैं फीडबैक दे रही हूँ कि नॉट अ वेल आंसर्ड क्वेश्चन, नीड टू इम्प्रूव. तो प्लीज़ वर्क ऑन योर पॉइंट्स. और एकदम से आप नहीं कर पाओगे, धीरे धीरे जब आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे तभी आप उस लेवल पे पहुंच पाओगे. आज ऐसा लग रहा है मतलब एज इफ फॉर सम ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स एज इफ यू आर आंसरिंग फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम, अगर ये चीज़ आप मतलब आप नहीं पार्टिसिपेट करोगे लाइव सेशंस में या पास पेपर्स लेक्चर्स नहीं वॉच करोगे तो ये चीज़ हर एक आगे आने वाले हर एक क्लास में होगी जब भी हम क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करेंगे कि आपका वे ऑफ राइटिंग बहुत ज़्यादा मैटर कर रहा है। अभी तक बहुत इजी चैप्टर्स चल रहे थे, कंटेंट था, न्यूमेरिकल था, हो जाता था। न्यूमेरिकल के हट के जब थ्योरी क्वेश्चन आएंगे वहाँ पर आप खुद भी चेक कर सकते हो, मे बी फॉर द रिपीटर्स एज वेल। आप खुद अपने मार्क्स कंपेयर करना अभी वर्सेस कंपेयर टू व्हाट यू वर देयर बिफोर, जब आप अच्छे से लिखकर प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हो, बहुत मेजर सिग्निफिकेंट डिफरेंस होता है। एंड दिस इज वन ऑफ द टिप ऑफ क्लियरिंग एक्चुअल एग्जाम्स दैट वट एवर यू आर प्रैक्टिसिंग, प्रैक्टिस लिटिल बट इट हैज़ टू बी इन रिटन फॉर्मेट ओनली। सो क्वालिटी बहुत ज़्यादा मैटर करती है। So with this, let's just wrap up for the day. With this, I am done with microeconomics discussion. Next week, Friday, we will be meeting for MCQs discussion, and Sunday onwards, we will be starting with our macro section. And I hope that you guys should wrap up all your content and past papers lectures of micro. Do raise your doubts on the portal if required. Before Sunday session, we can have a doubt session for micro doubts. So the doubt portal is open for all of you for all your micro doubts. Feel free to put it on the portal, and post that I can schedule a session if required, or else I can reply to individual doubts based on the number of doubts. Okay then, so that's it for the day from my side. Thank you.